What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while since you picked up the camera, but everything pretty much on the Z has been fixed from FL2K, so she's good to go. But as you guys can tell by the title of this video, we're going to be doing something a little savage today. I've gotten some inspiration from a few friends and from a couple cars that I've actually been watching closely. So we're going to be cutting up a pair of 350Z doors today. And I know there's going to be people that are going to comment and they're going to hate and they're going to say, oh, why do that? Oh, it's not safe. Oh, this and that. I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret. Ready? Come closer. Come closer. Come closer. I don't give a fuck. So with that out of the way, we're going to go ahead and shoot over to my buddy Chris's house, who he's kind of experienced with doing this. So we could come up with a game plan and kind of see how we're going to attack it. But here in the back of the truck, I got two 350Z doors. One's gray, one's silver, but whatever, they're close enough. So plan is going to be to cut them and take out as much actual structure from the door inside of it and get it as light as possible. We're going to take the door bars out as well, and then we're also going to try to work a way to do a template of the actual glass and use Lexan and try to get that you know, in working order, so that, you know, I'll have a set of fully functional doors. However, I do want to give you guys you know, an FYI. I am only going to be using these at the track. I don't really want to street drive with, you know, cut doors, just because it's sketchy and it's really just not safe. Yes, I know I sound like a hypocrite. I'm taking them out to cut them and whatever, blah blah blah. I don't care. I don't want to use them at the track, or I'm sorry, I don't want to use them on the street. Rather use them at the track only, just so that we can shed some weight and hopefully get into the deeper 11s. But yeah, let's shoot over to Chris's house and we'll pick up there. All right, guys, so we made it out to Chris's house. We got the passenger side pretty much just mocked here. Ripped out the sound deadening that comes down in there. But just to give you a little example of what we got, I got two clear sheets of Lexan from Home Depot. This is the driver's side window, and then that is the passenger side window. So we'll obviously trace them. Probably don't have to make it as long, wow, pause, as tall as it is from factory, but we'll go ahead and see how it looks and, you know, do a little outline and then go ahead and cut that. And then for the door, what we're thinking of doing is we don't want to really get too close to here, because as you can see, there's still stuff that we're going to bolt into the car, but we'll cut pretty much right around here, all the way around, and then we're going to probably cut straight across here so that I can keep the latch and that the cables for the door handle aren't, you know, getting messed with. And then we'll probably start cutting back like up here, get all that cut out all the way around. And then with the Lexan, what we're gonna do is right in here, we're gonna rivet it so that the Lexan stays in this track and it's riveted you know, to the furthest way possible with no gap. And yeah, so we'll update you as we go, set up some time lapses, and yeah. But first things first, I need a White Claw. Okay. So as you guys saw in the time lapse, here we have a dead body. But yeah, we pretty much cut everything out that was blocking it. We got the door bar out, which is over there. Shout out to Chris, go follow him right down here. He's done this before, as you can see in his car. I'll show you. He's definitely a master of doing this kind of stuff. So definitely very appreciative of the help. And yeah, so we're tagging along. We're gonna clean it up, get all these rough edges kind of smooth so that I don't cut myself. But yeah, moving along great. All right, guys, so to give you some reference in weight, we're gonna have Chris hop up on the scale there. What does it say?
222 on the dot.
222.
Door, this is no regulator, no glass, nothing, bare door, no panel.
Chris plus door.
Psych. 262.2. Oh, 262.0.
All right, now let's go grab the door that we already cut. Here down yonder.
Down yonder. Little one hand light tip. Pause, pause. Alright.
So,
Cut door, no Lexan. Still kind of wet. 249.
nice.
Damn!
Nice.
That worked!
That worked. All right, guys, so we got everything pretty much traced. This is the passenger side. As you can see, it's traced out. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it now and pray that I just didn't waste my money on this. But yeah, let's see what the grinder could do. Set you up on a time lapse, and yeah, hopefully not melt the plastic. All right, guys, so the GoPro did die when we were doing some time lapses on the passenger side. So this is now the driver's side. As you can see, I roughly traced out the actual window. So now I'm gonna set up a time lapse, cut this out, and then we'll also move into showing you how we mounted this to the actual door, and we'll see how it looks and, you know, the final fitment and everything. But yeah, let's get it. All right, guys, so we got the template cut out. It's nothing fancy, but it's gonna work. So we're gonna get the plastic all peeled off, get it cleaned up, and then we move on to the door over here. So let me see if I can pull this out. So where we'd like to mount it is right here in this area, more or less, so that we have some sort of structure to actually drill and put rivets in. As you can see, there's metal behind here, so it's not gonna like go completely through the door. But yeah, so we're gonna set it up, and then once we get everything in place, we'll go ahead and lay the actual acrylic or glass or whatever you want to call it. But right here in the track, another little trick that I think helped, at least on the other door, is I put silicone all in this track, so when we slid the actual you know, window, whatever you want to call it, in there, it actually, you know, started drying and sealed and held it. So that was able to give us pretty much a hold on where we put the actual piece of acrylic, and we were able to mark where we needed to go, and it made the process a lot smoother. So definitely, now that it's the second time, we're going to take more of our time. We learned from the first one, so yeah, let's get it. All right, guys, so as you saw in the time lapse, we got everything done and mounted up. When working with this type of material, it's definitely not the best for this. You definitely want to go ahead and get like a legit Lexan, but in my case, I had this and it was just kind of a time crunch, and I just wanted to do it and get it done. So as you can see, sometimes they crack a little bit, but it is what it is. It's mounted securely. I put the silicone here in the seal, so now that's going to dry up, and once that dries up, it should also be secure in this area. So yeah, for the most part, this door is done. I do have some future things that I'll probably do just to secure the top, but that's going to be once it's actually mounted on the car and I can kind of see where everything is going to sit. But yeah, 350Z cut doors, there you have it. Shout out to my boy Chris. Without him, man, I wouldn't have been able to do this. He's got a technique behind this, so definitely a huge help. Shout out to him. And yeah, probably the next clip of this video will be us trying to put them on the car and seeing how everything lines up and fits. So stay tuned for that. All right, guys, so made it back home to the house. As you can see, I got both doors up over here. Gonna go ahead and get those thrown on, but before I do, I wanted to go ahead and also weigh these things as well, because when I compared the door to the cut door, it was about 13.5 pounds, but I already had the door gutted. I didn't have a mirror on it, I didn't have the harness on it, I didn't have the window motor and the track and the glass. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to weigh all of that and then multiply it by 2 and then add it to the weight savings that I got from the doors, and then it'll give me an actual total of how much weight I'm actually saving. Because from the door to door, both of them gutted out, one cut, one not, it was about 13.5 pounds. So, you know, I'm thinking about all this other stuff here, maybe like another 10 pounds maybe. So yeah, Miguel's on his way now to my house. He has a scale. We're gonna go ahead and weigh all this stuff, and then we're gonna move on to trying to attempt to put the passenger side door on. All right, so we got the motor and the track. Solid. Almost 5 pounds. Okay. Will it zero out again?
Yeah.
There it goes. All right. Now we're gonna weigh the harness and the mirror.
It's zeroed out. 2.3 though.
2.3. All right. So, yeah. So we got 2.3.
5, 6, 7, 7.5 pounds.
7.5 pounds times 2 is 14. 15. Oh yeah. 15 plus 13.5.
28. So 28.5.
Yeah, damn.
30 pounds.
At each door.
Yeah.
So that's 60 pounds. Yeah. That's pretty good.
And that's not counting the glass.
Yeah, that's not including the glass. So I'm gonna weigh myself with the glass, because I don't really know how to do that. Here, hold this for a second. Is it recording? All right.
Yeah.
So my scrawny ass weighs.
That's the ultimate
142.
Ultimate weight reduction is that right there. 142 pounds.
142 and a half.
Get off. And then still back on.
Okay. No way that this is
literally 10 pounds. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
10 pounds on the window. So we were at 29, so we were, right?
39,
30,
yeah, 28
yeah.
plus 10.
Literally
38.
what I said, 40 pounds a door.
Yeah,
80 pounds.
Good.
Yeah.
I was thinking like 50. That's pretty good.
Yeah, 80 pounds, more or less.
Sheesh. That's fire.
40 pounds aside is what we came out to.
Wow, now I'm hyped, because when I first had those 13 pounds.
I mean, you gotta add the flexi, but what was that? Maybe a pound or two.
Yeah.
So realistically, more or less 80 pounds, because I'm sure you're missing a few things here and there, and that's not including door panel. Obviously, we're not gonna include the door panel because you didn't have one already. So, but you're probably missing the little metal piece too. To weigh. So 80 pounds is real.
Yeah.
This piece, you didn't weigh this piece, right?
No, I didn't weigh that piece.
Yeah, so that's gonna balance out more or less what the plexiglass weighs and shit. So about 80 pounds is a real guess.
Pretty solid. All right, guys. I'm gonna set you up on a time lapse. We're gonna attempt to get this door off, and let's get it. All right, so I got the door off. I gotta take off the brackets real quick, and then we're gonna slide it on. And see how it works.
No AC, no window game.
Track car only. just you know, while these doors are on.
Hold on.
What are you scared about?
That's what your hands are all fucked up. You're banging it with your freaking hand.
I got this all on camera.
Get a hammer or something. Or a piece of wood. Maniac. Ahora viene el otro con la chancleta.
Let's say up. Yeah, there it is. And then tighten the food.
And this door handle ain't even working, so I'm gonna have to go from the inside.
Oh,
Yeah, people, eso
Why
está
did this cut like that?
bing. You probably used the wrong window. So
No, I didn't, because we did it at a different time.
this is way off.
Why is that?
Way off.
no, I can't do it. I can't keep my knee down like that. Too long.
Do you have a?
Oh, yeah?
Do you have another piece of shit, or like a piece of flexi or no? No.
I just hope it's not like that on both sides. See, this side looks normal.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah, that's the thing. Catchers, they're going to do about it. Eventually,
That side does look normal, yo.
you know, because especially when
Like it has, you know,
they have it back down.
it goes that way.
Yeah.
This side goes this way for some reason.
Oh, really?
If someone catches before you, you have to use that same
Really? Oh, that's gross.
All right, guys. So this is trial and error. I cut this wrong, so I got to redo this. But the door lined up decent. I got everything on, so I'm gonna flip the car around and we're gonna try the driver's side, which definitely looks more promising. So yeah, I got to redo this. This was I don't know what happened here, but yeah, all part of the game. It's a learning process, but yeah, let's turn the car around, then I'm gonna try the driver's side. One on the bottom.
Is it?
Well, I tightened two. One on top, one on the bottom. That's kind of perfect. I can grind it down a bit.
Just open it and
Something like
it's gonna close.
grind this down a little bit here.
I would even grind it here. Now that you can see before you get a pillar, where pretty much it's gonna fit pretty much like
right in there.
halfway there. Yeah. Because realistically, look.
That's fire.
Realistically, you can still.
It's more of this hitting.
It's too high. No, you can still tuck it in though. You see?
No, I know. I'm
Grind
saying
this.
if this was in here,
And
we
grind
would be
it
able
a
to
little
tuck
bit?
Yeah.
Because look, it'll still hold it in place a little bit. You know?
Cool.
You see how that is?
Yeah.
You grind
this.
that a little bit and that. Which
Better on this side for sure. All right, guys. Well, my guess was correct. Definitely, this side is a lot better with the window. I got to trim a little bit here and a little bit on the top, but like it's pretty good. You know, it's not like open on the other side. And door handle works good. Door closes good. Oh my God, you hear that? Race car.
definitely when you close the door.
Be careful.
No, like tuck it in because if not, you might break.
Yeah, it might crack. Yeah, true. Cool. Well, one step in the right direction. Got the cut doors on.
Yeah.
Definitely gonna have to make some more adjustments. Gonna have to replace that other side, but not a big deal. Saved 80 pounds. So 80 pounds, and then test it. Probably then put skinnies on, test it, and see what it does. But all in all, it looks crazy, but race car, you know, I think it's gonna definitely do work. 80 pounds is a lot, and especially when you talk about quarter mile racing, it's a big benefit. So with that said, guys, I'm gonna go close out the video. Thank you guys all so much for the support. Like, comment, subscribe. As always, peace.